Welcome to Nerdopolitan. One more time, we have a great guest today. His name is Tim Sokoloff. He's a business entrepreneur, and he's going to tell us about how he works remotely and how you can do that also. He's right now he runs many businesses in LA, and he's located in Russia. And I think that's amazing. Like, you don't have to live in LA to make money in LA. You can enjoy that money from anywhere in the world, actually. So, welcome, Tim. How are you?
Yeah, welcome, Antonio. I know you for many years.
Yeah.
So you're a very good guy, you know.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I would like to tell my story.
Yeah. Let's jump right at it. Tell us about how you decided to come to United States, how you saw business opportunities here, and how you made things happen.
So, first of all, I used to live in California for 5 years, and my kids were born there. And we decided to move back to Russia when we saw the opportunities to run the business from anywhere in the world. So we don't need to be located in LA anymore because it's very expensive. Sometimes we need to see our relatives around or whatever. It's more comfortable when you are around your big family.
Yeah.
Because that's very important.
Family's first.
Yeah, I would say that because money goes after that. So when I first came to America, to Los Angeles, to California, I decided to run the vacation rental business because California, I think it's the #1 state for tourism, and a lot of people are just coming to see California, to travel in California, to visit Los Angeles for different reasons. I mean, you can see a lot of people walking around like just a tourist. Some people go to LA for education purposes. Of course, movie purposes.
For making movies, they want to follow the dream of making movies, or some people just want to visit Disneyland.
Yeah, Disneyland in Anaheim.
Yeah,
which is far away from LA.
45 minutes. 45 minutes driving, but it's still
45 minutes drive. Yeah,
still close.
So so we have a lot of people coming to the same state, and it's people are like requiring to stay somewhere, so they need a hotel or they need a hostel or they need a vacation rental apartment. They're not gonna rent it for 1 year or something, so they need like, let's say, on a couple weeks or 3 days or whatever. So I open up the hostel. So my first hostel was not really big. My first hostel consists of, let's say, maybe 3 rooms or 4 rooms, and then I installed the bunk beds inside. So, but I tried and I done my best to provide more services to people. Let's say, by the way, Antonio, you've been staying in my hostel.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back again to that point later.
Our first landing here when I came with my brother 5 years ago, we landed at your hostel.
Yeah. So step by step, I started learning because I was not professional. To tell you frankly, I was not professional at all with doing any kind of management as a hotelier, as a business entrepreneur. Especially my native language is Russian, and my English I learned from school, and I used to live in London. So I'm more like I studied by myself most of the time. So let's face it, like you're in California, in America, you have to run the business. You're doing that from scratch, 0 experience, and then step by step. So I installed the bunk beds in each room. I started advertising on Airbnb, on Booking.com, everywhere. And because I have no reviews, nobody books my place. And then I start doing lower than market. That's very important. When you start a business, you have no reviews, no customers, nothing. But you need to learn something out of the people, out of, like doing something every day. instead of just sitting on the couch and saying, "Oh, I don't have any customers
Yeah.
right now. I open up the business."
Instead of
But
complaining.
make it lower.
From
Yeah,
from the
make it
bottom
lower.
from the bottom up.
Yeah, from up and up. I'll share my experience. It's not really complicated. So the average price for hostel that time was let's say $40. So I loaded it up for $19, and then the booking starts. So I get my first customer. I was a really nice lady, and she was afraid of like, oh, I'm booking the place with no reviews, nothing, and there is foreign guys in there. Like there's only 3 rooms in there. Nothing was ready, just a bunk bed. So I start asking her questions. Hey, what do you need? Oh, you need a coffee in the morning. Okay, I'm gonna do that for you. Oh, you need an extra blanket because sometimes in LA it's cold during the nighttime. It's not like a sunny place. I mean, during the day it's really hot, but during the night, Antonio knows that it's gonna be really cold.
Yeah.
Especially when you have no heater.
It's semi-desertic. So at nighttime the temperature drops a lot.
Yeah, so I start asking questions, even though I have only one customer for now. So I start asking her, hey, so tell me the full story, what do you need? And we were sitting in the kitchen at the table, doing some, coffee and stuff, sharing some conversation experiences or whatever. She was telling her, like what she's doing in LA. She was, by the way, on kind of movie project. So she told me, okay, first problem is the parking. Okay, so I decided to look through the parking because my building has no parking at all. So I asked there was a kind of shop there. So I asked the owner of that shop, can my customers park in there? And I'm gonna pay $100 per month. So in this case, I'm gonna use like a couple parking spots. He said, okay, no problem. So I bought the spray paint because the owner of the building allowed me to do that. And I put like hostel customers, on the ground. And so I reserved those 2 parkings for my customers. And then, so the first problem was solved, parking. The second problem was like extra blankets, extra pillows, fresh coffee, sometimes bottle of fresh water, or sometimes, like maybe extra heater or air conditioner. So I start collecting, feedbacks from the customers, even though from the first customer, and it was like a simple task. She said like she needed parking. Okay, I put my customers need the parking, and then I found the parking. Okay, this problem I scratch it out like done. Next step. So and I was working every day with that, and then little by little, my hostel was full of happy customers, and they put great reviews online. They say like it was very cheap, lower than the market, 2 times lower than the market. But the customer service and the owner was really nice guy, and he worked hard because I was doing laundry every day. I was doing cleaning.
Were you doing laundry for your guests also?
Yeah, for my guests sometimes I put up a big bag, and I said, it's a free laundry. You can put your stuff. I'm gonna wash it for you. Because remember, when you start a business, you don't have too much customers. Every customer, it's like a gold for you. So you have to work hard to make the customer happy. Even though he pay you only small amount of money, you're not gonna cover your expenses. Sometimes you are minus, but it doesn't matter. So little by little, you start the business, and especially it's very important. When you start working, your brain starts thinking, okay, which is the best way to develop the business bigger, to make it more nicer, to make it more customer service, to make it like, more like to expand the business, because the brain works this way. So my brain started working, and I decided to rent another house. And then I called the owner. I say, hey, I'm running the business very successful. Can you, give me another building or home or whatever? And he said, like, surprisingly, he said, like, I'm gonna come to see what's going on, and I'm gonna see with my eyes how your business was. This guy was not like trust me, because I just came from another country.
Yeah.
What's the point to trust somebody else? Because the prices for real estate is like more than $1 million.
Yes,
So
expensive.
this guy came to my place. He walked everywhere, and he saw how clean the apartment was. I mean, the house was. He saw the kitchen area. He saw the, where I put like small leaflets for, I put like a small box of leaflets. So every customer comes, he can pick it up the leaflet. Instead of go to Hollywood Boulevard, I have all those leaflets in my home. So I pick it up, those leaflets, and put inside of my home. So this was another, thing. Like people say, oh, we need a map, like printed map or whatever. So that guy walked around, he saw like everything perfect. And he said, oh, I'm going to give you the house with 12 rooms now.
Okay.
And was it.
So
it was huge.
You convinced him he liked what you were doing.
Yeah, he said, but he said, like, I'm going to charge you a little bit more because instead of regular market price, he's going to charge you more. And also he asked me to pay 2 months deposit because he was afraid and like, I'm going to quit or, most of the business people, they quit first year.
Yeah.
I told you already. So that's very, important not to quit for first year and then you're going to grow it up.
Just keep powering through.
Yeah, keep going. Anyway, if you're minus, anyway, if you're not making money at the time, and then you're going to make money later on to cover up all the expenses. So I got the house with 12 rooms. It's a huge house, by the way. It has a huge kitchen area. It has like 3 bathrooms and, like a lot of parking in front of the building, like 8 parking spots and everything. So I start decorated room by room because I don't have enough money to cover everything. And then what happened to that deposit, by the way? So the deposits were very high, and I asked him, can I pay you like 50% deposit now and 50% next month? But I was expecting to get the money from the customers and then when they book the place and then to cover the rest of the deposit. So I start to roll up the money. So I don't spend money on new car, luxury, stuff, watches or whatever. So all the money that comes, so this is the second point, a very important point. So every money, every dollar that you might make on your business that comes like a cash flow or whatever, put back to business because the business is like a tree. You're going to put more water, you're going to make it bigger, and then you can pick it up the fruits. So this is just, like the difference. It's the same thing. So I collected all the money and put back to business, and then I started room by room. So I installed furniture in the first room. I installed bunk beds, table, like small heater, put like, some lamps and stuff, like shelves.
Yeah.
Maybe some, I install additional, linens in the shelf. So in this case, people don't need to go outside of the room to pick it up extra blanket, extra linen, extra towel. So I put more supply inside of the room. In this case, I'm going to avoid all these questions like later on at night. Hey, do you have an extra blanket, extra pillow, whatever? So room by room. And then when I finished with the first floor, that house was 2-story with the first floor. And then I sold everything in advance, by the way. So people booked my place 2-3 months in advance because it was lower than market. Remember, we're going back to the first thing.
Yeah.
Lower than market.
Yeah.
And more reviews.
Yeah.
More sales.
Yeah.
Don't raise the price for now.
Yeah.
Put it like more.
Yeah.
And then I start with the second floor. So I finished the second floor. I put everything together, and people booked my place like three months, I think, in a half.
Uh-huh.
And then I decided to hire like an employee or worker, like a helper. For the first time, it was my brother. Remember?
Yeah. I remember your brother. Say hi to him. Hey.
yeah. Rustam, hi. Yeah, it was a great work together for many years. So I employed my brother. I mean, like, I'm not employed. I'm asking him, hey, can you join my business? We're going to work together. So we started working hard, really hard. Like early in the morning, like we get up like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., whatever. Because sometimes people need to go to the airport. They need to finish with everything. So, and we start working. And we bought a minivan. It was like a Nissan Quest, 1996, a very old minivan. So why we need that minivan. So we start delivering people to the airport on that old minivan, and we start charging them like some money, not too much, like $22 or something, just to cover the gas.
Cheaper than a taxi.
Yeah, cheaper than a taxi. And people say, oh, it's a regular hostel. And they have so much services. So they have, transit to the airport. They have like straight blankets. They have heaters. They have a free coffee. They have a free parking. Can you imagine so much stuff for just $20 or like over like 20 that was really cheap and people were really happy. So little by little, we fill it up, everything, we sold it up. And we start, after 3 months is sold, we start raising the price little by little, not too fast. So let's say $2. The next month is going to be more for just $3 or $2. And then little by little, we raise the price to the $28 at the end of the year or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, but was it still below market price? Was it still below?
Yeah,
just a little bit higher, and you still had lots of rooms.
Yeah, it's going closer to
the market value,
to the market price. Mm-hmm. But low a little bit. We provide more services than the competitors. So the people were thinking, okay, there was $19 before, now it's $22. Mm-hmm. But anyway, they're gonna look through, how much rooms now we have, how much services we have, how much parking we have, how much supplies we have, how much happy customers, returning customers, by the way. And that time, we didn't spend any money for marketing, by the way, because our number one marketing was the price and the service. So the price and the service all together and lower than market, that's a good marketing strategy. You don't need to spend money on nothing.
Plus, you didn't. So you were in a good area that an area that didn't pay that much. You didn't have to pay that much rent.
Yeah. My area, by the way, was in Koreatown, and it's a kind of not luxury, not best place for tourists.
Yeah.
But I decided to start in Koreatown in Los Angeles. It's a part of downtown, by the way. So because the prices of rent for real estate, it's lower than the same size home in Hollywood. And I was afraid, to tell you frankly, I was afraid to start a business in Hollywood because I was thinking like, oh, I'm new in America. Yeah. I'm not going to afford it. It's too much.
Hollywood's more expensive. But I'll tell you one good idea is that you start in Koreatown. And one good thing about Koreatown is that there are many bus routes. You can go anywhere on the bus. You can get there in like in 30 minutes to Hollywood. Downtown is like 10 minutes on the bus. So it's strategically for somebody that's going to do tourism and that doesn't have that much money, that much cash, they can move around easily.
Yeah, but the other problem was people, when they book, especially from other states, when they book online, they saw the crime map of LA.
Okay.
So they go online, they see the crime map. You know the crime map. It shows like, all the criminal stuff, activity.
It's because it's very populated. Very populated. So obviously the crime map is going to go up because of, there's more people in a more dense area.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty relaxed. I didn't feel, threatened or anything. I thought it was pretty good.
Hey, Antonio, it's because I provided a great service.
Okay.
I provided, 24 hours, like support. I provided more lights, I make the color building. I put like a lot of stuff in there. You don't feel like you are living in some shady neighborhood.
There's lots of lights everywhere. So when people got there late at night, they felt like, okay.
A lot of pictures everywhere.
You had cameras too, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I saw the cameras just in case, yeah. So the crime map was a big problem for me at that time because people check online. They say, "Oh, Tim, I'm afraid to come from Seattle, for example, to Los Angeles and to spend my 7 days vacation with my girlfriend in this shady neighborhood." So I started to work with that complaint. So what I did, I take my camera and I make 1 hour movie. 1 hour movie, Antonio.
Oh, you're a filmmaker too.
Walking around. Buy food, not by car, buy food. Showing restaurants, coffee shops, barbecue, Korean barbecue, Mexican food, delicious Mexican food. it's not a nice place. It looks ugly, but I go inside and say, hey, hi. Everybody knows me around.
Yeah.
So I start creating a big video, 1 hour, just to cover, that kind of afraid expectations from LA as a big crazy city, especially Koreatown as a kind of nasty neighborhood or something. And that video helps me a lot. People saw, let's say, first 15 minutes, they saw like, oh, this person is walking around.
Yeah, with a camera
from the
and
car.
everything.
Yeah, because with the camera, saying hello to people.
Yeah.
There are not too many white people around, but mostly Mexicans and Koreans. But we're in LA. It's 46 nationalities, maybe more than that. Going from all over the world. So that makes a great effort to
So you
work,
engage with the community, and you got to talk to people, and people got to know you, and that also helped to promote your business. And I think that's like a logical thing you should do if you're starting a business. Just like, okay, I want to interact with the people around me. I want to get them to know me. I want the people that that the video was for your potential clients, and see that you were comfortable living in that area.
Yeah, and you know what happened? When I created that video, a lot of people, a lot of my tourists, they start saying, "Oh, I wanna get that Korean barbecue that you showed on the video. Hey, I wanna get those tacos from that Taco El Jefe guy from the taco truck.
Yeah.
So I wanna walk to that nice Chinese restaurant. Hey, I want to go to that laundry because I made a video not just about restaurants. I made a video about laundry, just 7-Eleven. I say, oh, this is a 7-Eleven because I have a lot of foreigners.
My favorite place was El Gruyense. It's like a great burritos al pastor. It was just 1 block away.
Yeah, 1 block away. I think it's in the corner, right? In the corner,
go in the corner, and then you turn right.
Yeah, it's a small place.
Yeah, I think the burritos there were great. It wasn't fancy, but it was, fulfilling, yummy.
Yeah. Yummy, yeah. The restaurant looks ugly, it's kind of old restaurant.
Yeah, it's not fancy, but the food is delicious.
And by the way, it's a cheap food, right? It's not expensive.
Good price. So you're gonna get food that's a good price. The neighborhood is actually safe. I never felt threatened, and it was a good deal.
And by the way, so have you tried the chicken across the street? It was like burning on the fire. The chicken was rolling up.
Oh
on the
yeah,
machine.
but I think I tried it once.
Was it El Brasero?
Yeah.
The chicken brasero something.
Yeah, it's like they have like how to say it, like the
machine,
the machine,
the
that
machine.
they're roasting the chicken constantly, so it's all permanently heated. And it's really well cooked.
Yeah.
There's
By
also
the way,
some
that
good
place
guava juice right in front of the Gruyense. It's like, oh no, not guava juice. Sorry, it's guanábana, which is a good fruit. It's like, they have so one good thing about like Mexican food is they have lots of juice and lots of natural fruit. That's actually pretty healthy. The guanábana is good for curing cancer or preventing cancer.
Yeah, and by the way, remember I told you the music, constantly music everywhere, bum 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 everywhere.
I like that.
Town,
I like it makes you feel you're in the city.
You're in the city, right. So what happens? Like people saw the video, they saw everything around, where their laundry located, where 7-Eleven located, where they can buy let's say cigarettes, where they can buy food, and especially I showed in the video like supermarkets, roads, parking situation, everything. Just walking around like a tour. So I started working with that. And so people have no complaints for now, and they start asking me a question. Hey, can I buy, let's say, a private room? I don't want to be in the shared room anymore. Can I buy next time a private room? Can I buy something more private? American people, like Europeans, they like more
privacy.
Anyway, the hostel is hostel. Like you're gonna be in the same room with a lot of people. But people start asking me as a hotelier, do you have any other rooms? So I called again my owner and say, hey, I need one more home again. But this home gonna be only private rooms. So he said, okay, I will buy a big house for you. And then he bought a.
So he bought a house for.
He bought that house. He bought that house where you did stay.
Oh, okay.
By the way, yeah, you know how much he paid for that house? So he paid around $1 million.
Yeah.
900,000, I think, for that house.
Yeah.
And that house has 22 rooms. Some of them were tiny. And when you, Antonio, came to my place, you got the private room, remember? So that room was not shared.
Yeah.
It's only you and your brother.
Yeah.
So I sold you the private room.
Yeah.
With your own air conditioner.
Yeah.
With your own small table, some kind of closet, some kind of, it was really tiny. I remember it was like just a bed and nothing else. But
that was
anyway,
that was what we could afford, and it was great to find it. We looked a lot, and we did lots of research. When we came to LA, we looked for a place that was in like close to the center and where the transportation was easy. And we got some bikes. Like the first thing we did was buy some bicycles because you could go on bicycle anywhere.
I remember you were the kind of first customers with bikes. And then later on, I built the parking spot for bicycles.
Yeah.
With the locks and stuff. And so what happens, like that house has 22 rooms. They're the same thing. Like I start room by room or invest more. And that time I have more money. So I started employing some people to paint the walls, to fix the bathrooms. That building was in a really ugly condition because that building was 110 years old. And then the owner bought it just from the market. And then before me, in this building was the kind of boarding house for some, homeless or whatever. So there was a big problem with everything was broken. The pipes were leaking. So we spent $30,000 at that time just to fix everything.
Remodeling and fixing stuff.
He charged me, the owner charged me that time because we built the trust between each other. He charged me that time just 1 month's deposit. Because more relations you build with your partner or owner of your buildings, more trust is going to be and more cheaper for you in the future is going to be. So he charged me only like 1 month's deposit, and I think I paid him only to the next month the first rent because he gave me the first month for remodeling process.
So I have a question. By the time by the time we met, how many homes were you how many hostels were you managing by the time we met? I think that was your third.
By the time we met,
hostel maybe.
I think it was 3 big houses. Yeah, 3 big houses. One of the houses I was managing for other Korean guy, so I was making money as a management company for other Korean guy. That happens that's another thing. Like when you do a good customer service, sometimes people who are running the similar business, they're gonna call you up and say, "Hey, I'm very busy. Can you run my business? I'm gonna give you percentage. I'm gonna give you share." So that happens with his name is Harry. So that Korean guy, he's a young guy. So he owns the house, like a big house. I think it was 8 rooms or something. And he paid me $1,200 every single month for just managing the building. What does mean managing? Like sometimes the customers complain, "Hey, we have a leak." So I came over, I fixed the faucet, so that's done. Sometimes the customers complain about cockroaches or bed bugs, so I sprayed the bug bugs. I always spray. I put the cockroaches stuff. So I fix sometimes, broken sulfur or something. But that work was not too much because he doesn't have too much rooms in there and doesn't have too much people because he was doing Airbnb. But anyway, I was getting money out of this guy, like 1,200, and then plus my 3 big houses. All together, the cash flow was really huge, And again, it was lower than the market, and I sold it again for several months and a half, and that gives me opportunity to think about what I have to improve my business, what I have to do next. Because I don't be in a hurry, like, I have to find the customers because I have empty rooms or something. So little by little, that house, when you came to my place, that house was sold out. Remember when you came, it was sold out. You got the I think you got the last.
Yeah,
room or
we also
something.
booked it. Maybe I don't know if it was a month or months, but it was like a couple of weeks in advance, or maybe 3 weeks in
Yeah,
advance.
in advance.
So
Yeah, and then you
we used an app. We used an app which is Airbnb.
Airbnb.
Did
Yeah,
you
right.
always use
But
Airbnb, or do you have like other apps?
I use a lot of apps. I use TripAdvisor, Booking.com, Airbnb. Also, I have returning customers. That means like people who already stayed at my place, they coming back again with the friends. They're gonna recommend me because it's a lower than market, good services. You know, nice owner by the
Yeah.
way. So I'm not ugly. I'm not rude owner. I'm not like on drugs. I'm not like crazy guy. I'm not gonna push you
Yeah.
like
You're
I'm not gonna tell you
trustworthy.
anything if you.
Trustworthy.
Yeah.
So can we just like
But
for the audience, can we repeat like the apps you used? Airbnb, which was the other one?
TripAdvisor, Booking.com, Yelp. Mostly I put reviews on Yelp. What else? I use Square app to charge people the money so you can send them invoice. I'm still using it right now because I'm running the business right now from Russia in America. I'm still sending people like invoices. They come into my hostel, and my brother still lives there, so I'm still like working with that business even though I'm
Yeah,
here. But anyway,
that part's amazing. I think people are gonna be really interested in that part because you're managing your business from Russia, and the business is going on here in LA. So I think that's gonna be what interests people the most. But before we go to that, I wanted to ask some questions about your story, so we don't forget about that part. So when you came to LA. Did you already have in mind that that's what you wanted to do? Did you do some research before you came to LA, or when you got here, you noticed that was a possibility?
all LA people like and say thank you very much that you gave me the opportunity to work hard in this beautiful city. First of all, so when I came to LA, I was just walking around, saw any opportunities, and my first idea was to open the coffee shop. So I talked to people, and people were very nice. And I said like, oh, it's gonna be a great opportunity to run the small coffee shop in the community. So in this case, I'm gonna build personal relations with all the people that I hug every day, like my neighbors and everybody. So in this case, I'm gonna have like let's say 20 friends coming every single day to buy my coffee. So it's gonna be it's gonna be profitable. Mm-hmm. And then I decided it's not gonna be building like fast, or I don't have any experience working with food. And the other reason was like I talked to my brother. He said like, well, we'll have to buy expensive equipment. We will have to buy expensive furniture and everything. So that means like at that time I don't have money. So my subleasing project was the first cheap business that I can start, because I was renting an apartment and I was subleasing, let's say couple rooms in my own apartment as a kind of hostel project. I put the bunk beds in there, and then I moved to another unit, and that unit I put more bunk beds in there. So that business was, how much is a bunk bed? Like $300
Yeah.
plus the mattresses. So it was not too much money.
Did you have did you have a base of money when you came to LA? Did you have like, okay, I can invest in this, or did you start from scratch?
I start with scratch. I have about let me think. I have about I think $3,000. I mean,
that's all you had.
And I know, yeah. This is the money, like my first investment. And then I decided because my apartment at that time was $1,200 just to rent the apartment. Remember, because I'm a foreigner, so I come to LA, and I rent the apartment. So that expenses was $1,200. So I have money, let's say, for a couple months or something. And I was looking for a job around. I found the job in the laundry, so just helping people, to like as a cashier. But then I decided, okay, I'm not gonna make too much money working for somebody else. Remember, I told you, Antonio, when you work for somebody else, you're not gonna make money, anyway. You're gonna get a minimum wage. How much that time was the minimum wage?
I think it was like $12, $11 maybe, or 10.
Yeah, around that. Minus you're gonna spend some money on gas, on food, because in that laundry when I used to work, and they don't provide me any food or anything like. So when I get my first paycheck, I said, "Oh, it's not going to be enough even to pay the apartment, or to buy the food, or to pay the gas, to pay insurance, or to buy some clothes." So I decided to subleasing, some of my rooms, and then still working to somebody else. I was minding my own business, and then when my business started, I decided to quit the job and be focused on that business. And this is completely truth right now. What I'm telling you right now, I was sometimes really hungry. I didn't eat at all because I don't have money. Because all the money that I have from customers, I was putting back to business. And the best food for me at that time was small, tiny sausages for $1 from 7-Eleven or something. And this is truth. People are not gonna believe that, but I didn't eat too much at that time. I was a very skinny guy because I decided to build it. To prove America that I'm a good entrepreneur. That I'm gonna survive in America. I'm gonna live my American dream. I'm gonna win. So because I don't have time to fail. I'm gonna work and I'm gonna show everybody, especially my family, because they say, "Oh, why you move to America? Why you move to America? So why you not gonna move to Moscow? Why you not gonna move back to London where you used to live? So go to find a regular job. Go stop doing silly things." That was a complaint from my mom, and I say, "Oh, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you who I am, what I got inside." So for the first time, I work hard. I didn't eat too much, and then I started, doing those kind of things. And then, because I've done a lot of work, anyway, the business is gonna, getting bigger and bigger. Because of that coffee shop, I need to invest. I have a calculated around 50,000 roughly. I have to invest in that coffee shop to open. Who's gonna borrow me the money? The banks? Okay, I'm gonna end up with the debt. So how am I gonna pay the debt if I'm gonna fail? So that business was the only option, and it was like my first idea when I came to LA. But I was thinking about vacation rentals when I was in London or in Russia. I was thinking, I was keeping that in mind, but I was not thinking like really, that particular hostel. I was thinking, okay, LA has a lot of tourism. I was thinking, okay, vacation rentals. What does it mean, vacation rentals? It means like it can be a nice luxury house for renting for somebody else. It can be a hotel. It can be a small, like tiny, nice place.
Some people rent the back of their truck for $10. So you stay in the back of the truck for $10 and Airbnb. I saw some possibilities like that. So I thought that was
I was keeping
to keep warm.
So I was keeping that in mind. Like vacation rental is going to be a good idea. But when I first came to LA, I was thinking, okay, coffee shop is maybe the better idea because I'm gonna sell coffee faster. But I'm lucky that I didn't start coffee shop that time because I saw the price for coffee in 7-Eleven was $1.25. I'm not gonna survive for that price if I'm gonna make a good coffee for people. So for now, I'm still running that business, but I already started another business, which is English classes. Antonio, you attend to my classes as a teacher.
Yeah. I was in one of your group conversations, and I thought it was really fun.
Yeah. So what I'm doing right now, also additional business besides of my hostel. So I build up the education project, which is English courses for Russian people.
That's what you're doing now in Russia.
Yeah.
You're still doing Are you still doing the vacation rentals here at the same time?
Yeah. At the same time, yeah. I got the money from vacation rental from my hostel, and I invest those money into the new project right now. It's educational project. For now, we're gonna focus on Russian market. So we're gonna bring American teachers like you, like somebody else from LA, from New York, and we're gonna employ those people. So we're paying right now $15 an hour for American speaking people, for native speakers, whatever. It's gonna be not the native speakers, but anybody who is from America. We pay them $15 an hour for video call to teach people English, and we are just not requiring too much knowledge. Like you don't have to be a teacher like to join my business project. So what we are doing right now, we collected a group of customers who wants to learn English, like speaking, like a speaking club actually. And then we connect you, Antonio. We connect other person, from Sacramento or whatever. We pay them $15 an hour. They teach our students English, and we build that business right now in Russia. I'm in Stavropol, which is a small city, and now I'm going to develop those projects in Moscow, St. Petersburg, Rostov-on-Don, and bigger and bigger. And I have a partner right now. He wants to develop those business idea to China market.
Yeah.
It has a lot of opportunities right now.
So I can contact you with lots of teachers that I know through the years. I've also worked as a teacher, so a photo and film teacher, but I can contact you with lots of English teachers,
Yeah, that would be great. It would be a very help.
I think we'll put Tim's contact under this video. So whoever's interested, they can contact you also.
Yeah, no problem, guys. As you can see, like I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. So I'm gonna put, let's say 3, 4 years, 5 years. I'm not gonna stop with the first year. I'm gonna, build my new business project right now. So that for sure is gonna be successful. And later on, Antonio, we'll talk about that. We're gonna start maybe movie courses. We're gonna start maybe Spanish courses. Me personally, I would like to learn some Spanish because I lived in the Mexican neighborhood, Koreatown, which is like Koreans area, but right now it's more Mexican area, and I love to speak to my friends, to my Mexican friends, to my Spanish guys, and it would be a great idea also. And movie courses is going to be very essential for people who wants to run YouTube channels, who wants to do TikTok, who wants to do social media or whatever, because it's very popular right now.
Yeah.
And people need to know how to edit the video, how to work with sound, how to work with the video stream, how to record this kind of conversation. Can you imagine? That's a great thing, great idea right now. We are talking from different countries. Right now, you're in LA. I'm here in Russia. It's really early in the morning right now.
Here is Sunday evening. By the time we're recording this, we'll probably post it
and it's
Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. And now it's Monday morning. When we started the conversation was 6 a.m., but now it's like 7 something. So, but anyway, it's a great thing. It's a great opportunity. As I told you before the interview, we have sometimes, great opportunities when they're gonna look through and see it. Okay, this is a great opportunity to run the business from anywhere in the world, to American market, to Great Britain market, to London, to China, whatever. So what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna show you this tricks. So I'm using the smartphone. Okay, the smartphone is your office, right? So you have an email here, you have your bank account here. I have Bank of America, and you have your Square app, you have your eBay, or you have your Amazon, you have your PayPal, whatever.
So let's talk about some essentials. For example, you say you have a Bank of America bank account, so it's important to have a bank account here in the U.S.
Sometimes it's not needed to be in the U.S. You can open up right now. For example, I have a bank account in London also, and I'm open up one in Europe. I just open up and from my phone, from my computer.
Yeah.
It has a lot of providers right now online. They can provide you, bank accounts, financial services. I don't know. Look for PayPal. PayPal, you can accept payments from all over the world. So let's imagine you're going to run the similar business. So what do you need to do? You have your smartphone handy. So you have your bank account here. I'm using a bank account, Bank of America. Sometimes I pay my employees via Zelle, via sending the money. It's straight away. It's fast.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Zelle. Remember that conversation you had? I received the payment instantly.
Yeah. So I pay you for your conversation. Like when you join my English courses, I pay you $15 and instantly, fast. Yeah. So what happens, let's say, yesterday, one lady complained she needs additional shelf. So I go online to Amazon. So I ordered the shelf delivered to my hostel. So I'm here in Russia. ordering the shelf for my customer in America, and it get delivered to her name, uh, to that hostel, and all she needs to do just assemble the shelf. That's it. So people pay me through a Square app. Square app, it's an app. It's like a cashier app or whatever. So you can send the invoice to people anywhere in the world through the email. So all you need to do, ask your customers in the email, hey, can you text me your email? I'm going to send you invoice so you can pay online. So they got the invoice saying vacation rental, Studio 108, for example, and they click the button pay, and they pay with their card, Visa card, MasterCard, whatever. So anywhere in the world. I have people right now from Poland. They pay me from Poland, and then they arrive to LA, and then they go to my place. So the other app that I'm using right now is the Magic Jack. What is the Magic Jack? Magic Jack is an app. It's like a virtual American number. So I'm calling, when I call you, Antonio, you see my number. It's a local LA number. But in Magic Jack, you can pick it up any number. You can pick it up an area code, let's say New York area code, or California, Texas. For example, you want to run the business in Texas, so
Yeah, if your business is in Texas, or if it's in Colorado, then you want to get the area code from that place. So I remember we did have a conversation on the phone, and the app worked perfectly. I felt like we were in the same city. We tried that before we started this interview. We tried it like a week ago, and it didn't have any delays. Everything was good. It worked probably better than maybe what the Skype sometimes has delays. It felt like we were in the same room sometimes. So what's the name? So it's Magic Jack, but are there other suppliers of this?
So in Magic Jack, you have to put, let's say, some money on the account. In this case, you're gonna use the money to call. All American numbers are free. But when you call internationally, they're going to charge you something. And the beauty of Magic Jack, you can text message people. The other app that I'm using right now is WhatsApp Messenger. And you can send the videos, you can send the pictures, how your hostel looks like, how your business looks like. For example, if I'm going to start the delivery business right now in America, I'm going to send my customers how my trucks looks like, how my drivers looks like, how my office looks like, how my video of my happy clients or whatever. All those things I can share with the WhatsApp Messenger. I can create groups in the WhatsApp Messenger. What I'm doing right now for my English classes. So I created a group, Voice English, and then people who join that group, we're going to share the link on Zoom, and then people are going to connect. But the first thing is like we're using WhatsApp as a group messenger. So the other app that I'm using right now is Phoner. Phoner, it's a red color app. Phoner, I'm going to show you right now. It's also a cool app. It's more pricey than the Magic Jack. So we're going to take a look. So that one is a red color, and this is a Magic Jack here. Okay. So the Phoner is also this one, the Phoner. It's also a good app. So in this app, you can buy American number. You can put credits on your account. You can call and text people. You can have your voicemail. You can have a lot of stuff. So that's my second phone number that I'm using right now. Because I'm using two phones for now because sometimes I need to, besides of my main business, hostel business, I need to call to find another opportunity to call my partners, and I'm not gonna mix those two sources of conversations. Like if you're gonna mix those two sources, you're gonna be sometimes lost. Because first number I'm using only for my vacation rental customers because they text me all the time, they call me all the time, and the second phone number I'm using only for my partners, for my service providers, for my calling from internet providers, for my delivery companies, for my cleaning supplies, for my workers. By the way, I employed a manager right now for my hostel. I'm here in Russia, and I employed the guy in America who, through the video call, I pay him money, so he's kind of self-employed, 1099 or whatever. So he's responsible for his taxes. So I also still working with my bookkeeper. Her name is Fatima. She's working for me more than 5 years. She's doing all my taxes. So I pay all the taxes, and sometimes I have some letters from City Hall, from LA official. Like they wanna share some
And she
cookies,
manages that for you.
notices.
So basically,
Yeah,
but I
sure.
think one key element is that you may be able to manage your businesses remotely, but you do have to live in the city for a while, like to get to know people. Like you got to know your
Start some kind of business right now with another guy. He's in Austin right now, Austin, Texas. We never met in person, and we are on the first stage to open up the business. It's going to be a moving business. Remember, when you're moving from one apartment to
like
another,
movers.
yeah,
So
movers.
you
Yeah,
rent the
so I'm gonna
truck,
buy
and
it.
the people also like lift your furniture and everything.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, run that business, from Russia right now, and I found the partner. How I find the partners? So I joined the Facebook groups, entrepreneur groups. Sometimes I'm join Meetup. You know the app,
Yeah,
red color
I
app,
have it. Yeah.
Meetup. Yeah, when you join the group entrepreneurs in Austin, for example, you can ask people, hey, who want to join my business project to create the moving company?
Yeah.
And then I found the guy. So we're on the first stage, and after, maybe the second conversation, after a while, we're gonna create. I'm gonna show you what I have right now. But for now, really well with my vacation rentals, with my English courses. We have about 12 customers right now with English courses, and we start only, let's say, more than a month ago with no marketing. And people pay me, every hour. In Russia, it's kind of good money, 300 rubles, which sounds like a good money, 12 people.
Yeah.
We can make money,
So
And for now,
you have all these people that
it-
you're working with. How do you keep track of everyone? Do you have like
uh,
by their name? Do you remember their
I keep
faces, or how do you remember who's who?
No. You have to delegate some part of your business to your employees. I have Natalia, which is remember Natalia and Alena. Alena is
Yeah.
my colleagues.
Yeah.
So I'm not like the only one person. I'm multitask, of course. I'm multitasking, but I'm not like, I don't have like endless time. So I'm not like gonna deal with all these things at the same time. So I have to find my colleagues, partners, some co-owners or something sometimes.
Yeah.
So those Alena, Natalia is my partners, and they are dealing with all preparation, with all vocabulary and all these words, topics when we talk on English courses. And concerning my vacation rental, I have George, he's my manager. I have Norman, he works as like meeting people, like fixing stuff, maintenance. I have Mario, who is maintenance guy mostly, changing wires and stuff. So I'm delegating. What the key thing, and it's you're gonna ask any rich person anywhere in the world, not just in Russia, in America. The key thing is to delegate your part of your work to employees or to partners or to co-workers or colleagues. In this case, you will have more time for yourself to think strategically, to build more business projects, to develop the existing project, to use that money that comes to your account smartly, because sometimes my partners they're gonna say, oh, let's buy, now we have money, let's buy a luxury car.
Let's buy a Lamborghini, Ferrari.
Yeah, so you're gonna be the person who's gonna stop those people.
Yeah, you say no, not
of
yet,
buying-
not yet.
of spending the money on their luxury cars or luxury vacation or luxury watches, instead of putting smartly. I would say that word is a great word, smart. You have to use the money as a tool, to use it smartly in putting into the business or into the new project, or to build existing project bigger and bigger. Because sometimes I need to invest more money. Let's say I need to change the furniture in my hostel. That happens many times. People broke my furniture they don't respect your furniture. They're gonna use it. They're gonna jump in there. They're gonna spill the coffee in there on the mattresses. So I know randomly or some time by time when people complain or we saw that the furniture is broken when doing the cleaning, I took the money. I took the money from my account and then I gave this money to my manager, and he's responsible to buy furniture, and he's responsible to assemble it, and he's gonna ask Mario to help, to deliver or whatever. So, but I'm the first guy who decided. Let's say, okay, we have $30,000 right now dollars in my account. Let's say, and we need to change the whole thing, like the furniture or to buy refrigerators or something. So I decided to start that project. That it doesn't mean like I'm gonna be involved in that, process, because it takes a lot of money, delivering, assembling, buying, choosing, whatever. So I just as a starter, so I start the project. Let's change the furniture. So I put the money, and then the system works. The system works actually. It's very simple. When you put money, system works.
Yeah.
when you have no money, nobody works.
Yeah.
So the money is the main tool. It's the main fuel. It's like a gasoline to your car.
Yeah.
The car runs when you put gas in it. When there is no gas, the car stops. It's a nice car, but it doesn't go anywhere. So remember, use money smartly. Don't buy expensive watch. This is not expensive watch, by the way.
How much is that watch?
It's a $100 watch.
How much?
Maybe $200, something like that.
Okay, it's still expensive. You could buy like 20 lunches, 20 dinners.
No. That watch is a gift from my wife.
Okay, all right.
I'm not that kind of person who's gonna spend a lot of money on luxury, a car. I'm driving right now a Hyundai. It's a small size. It's a compact car.
Something comfortable.
And the other car that I'm using is a Dodge Caravan, which is a 2001. It's a very old car, but I like it. It's a big size, and I'm driving here in Russia on Dodge Caravan, on a huge American car, and with the country music in it. So I put.
You have a Texan hat.
Yeah. So I'm driving around. It's fun for me. I'm not pretending to be an American. I'm Russian, but I'm gonna hug again all my American friends because they gave me those opportunities to develop something in America, to pay the taxes. You know what? I calculated how much tourists I bring to California, and then I comes to the idea it was like more than 100,000 tourists.
Wow.
With all those 5 years.
Yeah.
And imagine me, just one guy from Russia, bring to California economy so much money because I developed that business. I bring those people from all over the world, from other states. They stayed in my hostel. They spend money on food in Koreatown. They bring a lot of new energy to that Koreatown, to the whole area.
So California should be thanking you for providing such a good service.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna say thank you to California because it gives me opportunity to stay there. And my kids were born there. My 2 kids were born there, and another kid was born here in Russia. So I'm really thankful to everybody, especially to people in my area, like very hardworking people, Mexican, Koreans. They all immigrate, of course, and they're working hard to meet their ends, to eat their ends. So because they not making too much money, they work in regular jobs, and sometimes they don't speak English. So and they pay expensive for the apartment, expensive rent. And you know what? Sometimes I was with my wife and my kids. I spent the majority of money for my personal. Let's say I'm gonna go to the restaurant instead of driving to Hollywood. I prefer to stay in my area to give this dollar back to my community business, to support the area, to make it safer. Because more money you spend locally, it makes your communities safer, more economically stable, more financially stable, more money gonna be, like around neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because, for example, I was buying supplies from from Amazon, which is a delivery. Like I need a lot of soap, for washer and dryer, for my laundry, a lot of supplies like towels, blankets, whatever. And then I decided sometimes to do only part, ordering some part on Amazon, and the other part I decided to buy locally from Mexicans, from Koreans, from local shops. Of course, I asked for discount, of course, because I was buying wholesale. I was buying, let's say, I was buying 20 blankets. But the thing is, like, only 50% of orders I was ordering online, and then the other 50% I just walked by myself and I bought it from my neighbor shop. I was doing that because I was building relations with that shop. Maybe in the future I'm going to need those blankets with no money, for example. I will have no money at the point. It happens sometimes, when I go to Korean shop, he sells furniture. He told me once in a while, oh, Tim, if you need, let's say, more beds now, I'm going to give you 10 beds now, but you have to pay only for 2 beds because I see that you don't have too much money right now because I see that you keep working, you're going to pay back, but now you can take the bed, install it in your hostel, and then pay me back. So that means, like, when you build relations with your community, the whole community is going to help to grow your business.
Yeah,
that's another successful tool. And me, as an immigrant there in America, in California, in Los Angeles, I was focused on those steps because I was thinking, okay, let's think opposite way. If I'm going to be a Native American, what I expect from immigrants, what I'm waiting for immigrants to bring to my community, I expect so that people are going to bring hard work. They're gonna build some business, or they're gonna just be a good worker. They're gonna follow the law. They're gonna, not doing any criminal activity. They're gonna, even they're gonna smile, when they see me. As a, for example, if I'm gonna be a Native American or I'm gonna be an American, I live all my life in this neighborhood, because imagine a lot of immigrants are coming, and you expect them to be a nice people. And let's back to my story. I was an immigrant in Koreatown, and I was acting as a nice person, not doing any illegal activity or making loud music or disturbing anybody. When I got complaints from neighbors about my guests, my customers, remember I was doing my management work at the place where you've been staying.
Yeah.
And sometimes you've been.
I was putting loud music.
Yeah, you for example, you put the loud music sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
And the neighbor at the back of the house, there was a small tiny house, and there was like a Mexican lady. I don't remember her name, and she complained about you like 3 times, I think. And
she
then
still has nightmares.
Yeah. What I did, I talked to you. I was not mad. I was just, politely.
Yeah, everything was good.
And then
everything was understandable.
We get some beer. Yeah, we get some beer. We drink a little bit in the front yard. Remember, I told you can listen to music at the front yard.
Yeah.
Instead of listening at the back. So, and then I walked to that lady and say, I'm sorry for my customers, but it's not gonna happen again. So I'm gonna deal with that. So I'm a good guy. So I'm here to manage all those problems. And she said, okay, I'm going to trust you, no problem. And then she complained again sometimes, but it was like not too much, Instead of her calling to the city and complaining to the city, to the officials, and then the officials going to come and it's going to be a big problem.
It's because you had good relations with the people in your community that you got, to feel comfortable when there was a complaint. I mean, it's something that's possible because you're receiving people that come to visit LA and they think, LA's something very exotic, and they're happy to see it, so they put music and you're gonna get that complaint more than once.
Yeah, and sometimes the majority of tourists, when they come to LA, they know LA from the movies, and of course movies about LA it's like endless party.
Hey, party and having a good time.
Drinks.
And when you get here, it's not that much. You don't see that much partying actually.
Yeah.
Only at the Playboy Mansion.
So that was a big problem. So, by the way, as you mentioned that thing, like I created house rules.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah, I
my
remember.
house rules was posted everywhere, even at the bathroom. So you saw my house rules at the bathroom before you
Yeah.
go to the bathroom. It says like no noise, or I don't remember, but
I remember you hired me to do some drawings, like cartoon drawings for the guests.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
so for
For the
keep it
guests.
keep it low, don't make sound, don't make noise. I drew like a Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
And like keep it quiet.
Yeah. And also, you've been doing some drawings for my friend Taco El
Yeah, I
Chef.
did a comic strip.
He's
I did
running
a comic strip to promote his taco truck.
Yeah. This guy is still doing the same.
Yeah,
business
I've seen his
now.
taco truck around. He has more than one.
Yeah. He's making good money right now.
Yeah. Shout out to El Jefe Tacos. I did your comic strip.
Yeah. So, you know what happened to this guy? So when I got acquainted with this guy, when I first met this guy, and he said, "Tim, I know you are running a hostel. Can you bring me some customers?" There was his first like it was the first conversation actually with this guy. So he asked me to bring him some customers out of my business.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't charge him any percentage. I didn't charge him any referral fee. I didn't charge him any marketing fee. I said, okay, no problem. Just give me your business cards and give my customers some some good things like fresh meat or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's doing a good taco. He's doing a good quesadilla and everything. So what I did, I put all his business cards inside each room on the table, and then I sent via messenger on Airbnb, on Booking, said, hey, we have a nice guy. He's doing taco in our neighborhood. He needs support. So if you're gonna go there and buy $1 taco or $3 quesadilla, it will be a great help to this guy to develop this kind of food business.
Yeah.
And now he's doing amazing, and he's making a lot of money with no marketing because he's doing that for many years now. And he bought a new taco truck. I think it's more than $20,000 used like a kitchen on wheels, or is that a taco truck?
Yeah.
But it looks nice. It's bigger now. And when he started his business, he was just a small kind of trolley connected to the car, and then he was holding that trolley with the kind of small kitchen.
Yeah.
So, and now he's doing really good, and he's still a good friend of mine. Sometimes we talk each other, and the funny thing, he didn't speak English at all. So I am communicating with this guy
Sign language.
on Spanish. On Spanish.
You know a little bit of Spanish.
Do you know how I understand a little Spanish, but what I'm doing, I'm using Google Translate.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So every time we speak, I'm using Google.
Like you said,
Translate.
this is the office.
Yeah, this is the office.
You have the translator here.
Yeah, you have a translator. You have everything here. You have the pictures. You have a video. You have a camera here. So this is your office.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
So now that okay, let's talk more about like the office, and maybe let's give some incentive to other business entrepreneurs out there. Let's talk about the troubling times around the world, COVID-19. What suggestions do you have for people? What can they do? How can they expand their business using the internet? Maybe not everybody's into vacation rentals or hostels. What do you suggest people do, like in their areas?
Okay, number one, I'm gonna say from my perspective. So number one is online education, of course. As I start this business now, just English courses. You can start online courses of cooking courses, movie courses, construction courses, whatever. COVID-19, it's a great problem right now. A lot of people died out from that disease. But COVID-19 shows us that we have opportunity as a business owners, as entrepreneurs, we have opportunity right now do the business without meeting each other. So using mostly the remote things like video call, or like just from the distance. So that means like COVID-19 built the the big step. I would say that the big step. That technology was before. Like I can call you like before COVID, like through the video call, but I didn't use that too much. Instead of meeting right now the people with your friends at the coffee shops, at bars, because of COVID spread, we can call them through video call. We can show them, like these tools again, and it's a big step right now to use that technology, and if you are thinking to get a new knowledge, the online education is, I think it's the only source where you're like, if you're gonna stay at home, you're not gonna go to the university, you're not gonna go to the college, you're not gonna go to school. So what are you gonna do? You can connect to your teachers using your smartphone or using your laptop, and after the COVID gonna be over, you will get a new knowledge. You can use this knowledge to find a better job, or to build more business, or to start something else. So this is a great example. Look at me. I'm here in Russia. I have 3 kids right now. I'm running the business to American market. I have my office here. I don't need to go to the big office center. For example, if you're gonna go right now to the business center, where it consists of a lot of offices, and you're gonna take the elevator, somebody with the COVID-19 will breathe, and you're gonna get this disease anyway, because you're gonna use the elevator anyway.
Yeah.
I used to have my office back then in LA in a big skyscraper, and every time I used the elevator, a lot of people were coming in and out. First thing I was thinking about the earthquake. I was thinking like, if an earthquake happens in the skyscraper, what I'm gonna do in this elevator? And the second thing I was thinking, like, if somebody is crazy with some crazy thoughts, or somebody gonna doing some crazy stuff, you are locked up in a small tiny place, and if somebody is ill, or now COVID or whatever. So that means like people in Mexico, people in any country, in Russia, in your country, for example, anywhere, they can start the business. They can learn something from online courses or online education. They can do self-education. If you don't have money, you can do self-education. Go to YouTube.
I remember, when you were running the house where we were staying, you did some of the plumbing work yourself, and you saw the YouTube videos, the do-yourself videos, and that's how you learned how to do it yourself. And well, you probably don't have the same experience as a plumber, but you worked hard and tried to get it right, and you made it happen. So that saved you some money.
Yes. Yeah, it's a great example. That time there was no COVID, so I used YouTube to self-educate myself. So what I did, because the plumbing in Russia is a little bit different. So I started the YouTube, and I put like how to fix the American faucet in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And a lot of videos pops up, and I click the video. I learn from the video, and then I do the same thing. And the supplies I bought from Home Depot. It's a little bit different. The size of tubes and connectors is a little bit different. And then I start using the tools and stuff. And I save a lot of money, by the way, on plumbing, on maintenance. So I've done a lot of work. I'm professional right now with any kind of plumbing and any kind of electric stuff. And for example, in Russia we have 220 volts. In America we have 120 volts, and the size of the connector is different. I can show you for example, the Russian connector.
Yeah.
Looks at
That's
that.
like a European style.
It's a different one. Yeah, it's a kind of European one. So basically, it was a lot of difference. That's why I have to educate myself. I have to learn from YouTube. So this is Antonio. It's a great example. It's a great example. When you run your business, I didn't mention that before, but when you run your business, self-educate yourself. I mean, put more time for self-education instead of buying Ferrari, instead of buying luxury watches.
To say not yet. Just wait a while, maybe not yet.
Or nice iPhone, because every year the new iPhone comes out.
Yeah, it's like $1,000. Just buy a good one that works.
It's too much for me. $1,000, I can open 2 businesses with $1,000. Imagine for $15 an hour, how much time you can buy from your American teachers.
So that's like that's another maybe a little make every penny count.
Yeah, every penny counts. It makes sense. Every dollar makes your business more stable, more experienced, more financially independent.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna fail with the first year, you're gonna lose all your investment, and you're gonna lose all your time that you put into that business. Mm-hmm. Investment sometimes is not big, as happened to me. Like, there was not too much investments because, beds and mattresses and stuff, it was not expensive. But my time, because I spent first year I didn't get any income, so not too much, but I was getting something, but not too much. And my 1 year of my life was put into that. And if you're gonna fail first year, so you're gonna lose your time, and you're gonna lose, of course, your money. And so don't quit your business within the first year. And next year for sure is going to be profitable. But as I told you before, make it more provide more services to customers. Put the price lower and use like questions and answers. How you call them? Frequently asking questions, right? So ask your customers, what do you guys need? Go to your business. Like some business owners, they never attend to the business. They are somewhere.
They never ask questions.
But go to your business. Ask your customers. Hey, Antonio, what do you need in your room? Oh, you need a window air conditioner. So I'm gonna install the window air conditioner in your room. Oh, you need a small table to put your drawing. To make your drawing. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to buy small table for you. But if I'm not going to ask you those questions, you're going to be staying in my place and you're not going to be too much happy about staying in my place. And then at the end of the day, when you moved out, you're going to say, oh, team place was okay, but I don't have AC, I don't have a table, I don't,
And you have to make pretend that your customers are shy. So you have to ask them. You have to ask them, hey, how are you feeling? What can I help you? Do you need anything?
Yeah.
Do you need a table? Do you need a towel or anything? Just let me know. So just make pretend that all your customers are going to be shy.
Yeah. And Antonio, what I noticed when I was doing business in America, sometimes employees of the hotels, they're asking those kind of questions as a default. They don't gonna too much be involved in that question. So they asking is like, oh, don't hesitate, call me anytime. Thank you very much. They doing like automatically with no pretending like to really understand what do you need.
It's not personal. It's like they have like maybe a piece of paper like how was your stay? How would you rate it? From 1 to 5. But I think what makes you successful is that you engage personally with your customers and you ask them directly, how was your stay or what do you need?
Yeah, and remember, when my business was developed, I made cash flow, more than $1 million cash flow. That's a huge money, And my American dream became true. I mean, from money perspective, it was okay. From my family perspective, I born 2 kids in America, and now I have another one. So from family perspective, it was also okay. From my personal experience, it was also okay.
You have your business in Russia. You have like 2 businesses. It's working good.
Yeah. Now in Russia, I'm running the business. So I took some money out of my my business, cash flow.
Yeah.
I took some money and invest in Russia. So what I'm doing, I'm buying old houses in Russia, remodel them, and lease them to people or sell it. I can show you where am I right now. So
Yeah.
this is an apartment that I bought. Look, and I'm gonna. So it looks nice right here because this room is ready.
Yeah.
And when we go outside, we're gonna see the construction.
Yeah. So work in
Check it out.
progress.
Yeah, so my home is here in the same block, but I'm doing video right now in my construction site. So look at this. So it's still right. This is the kitchen area. So this is the kitchen area. So this is a new heating system. So and some of the furniture I bought for my renters because I'm gonna rent out this apartment for $300. In Russia, it's okay money. It's a one-bedroom apartment here.
Yeah.
And I bought this apartment for $22,000, and I invested around $5,000 for remodeling, and I also provide my customers with all these refrigerators and the ovens. So this is the owner. I bought a used one. It's kind of old one, but then I bought another one. So I'm gonna put this one into my other apartment. Of course, I'm gonna clean it up here. And this kitchen is also used one. I bought it from online advertising, and this one is used one. So you see that I'm not spending too much money. So every time I have to save some money, I'm gonna buy something used one. And this one is new, right? It's a new countertop. So this one is new. So what I'm doing, I bought the old kitchen and I remodel it and put a new countertop, clean it up, maybe some painting a little bit. So, and let me show you the bathroom.
It's good. It's good to learn all these skills yourself.
Yeah. I'm employing right now 3 people here in Russia. I pay them good salary, so they are making about I would say about $600-700 per month. So it's a good money here in Stavropol because we're in a small city. So this is a washer and dryer. So I bought it also used one. I connected this one. So this one is also used. I bought it. So we're gonna clean it up. So this tiles is new. Look at this. So this is connected all the bathroom things. This is the heater. This is the toilet is also used one. So we're not finished yet. And look at the color of the doors. So this door I bought it online. It's a used one, and I didn't find this similar color, so I bought another color.
Yeah. Okay.
As you can see, sometimes when you buy used stuff, you're not gonna find
Yeah, you can always paint them the same color later.
Yeah. So and this is the room. It has an air conditioner, of course, a small heater, extra small heater, and the big heater. And look at this room where we're recording.
So is this going to be a place to stay for guests also, or is this going to be just like a place where you're gonna? No. This place I'm gonna remodel. Yeah. I finish remodel and rent it for maybe a couple of years or something. So it's gonna be a cash flow for me all the time. I'm gonna rent it out. And as you can see, I provided them with my old kids stuff. Yeah.
So I'm gonna rent it to the family, and they're gonna have like used stuff from my kids.
Yeah.
So this is a used board.
Yeah, something for the kids to play with.
Table. Yeah. This is a chair, and I also provide them with the used bed. And this is a couch, used one also.
Okay.
So it looks okay.
Oh,
as you can see, we have smoke detectors from America. It's American smoke detectors. I bought it in America. Yeah. And I have a carbon monoxide here also. This is a carbon monoxide, also American one.
Okay.
From my hostel, by the way.
Oh, from your hostel?
From my hostel. Yeah, because I'm very sometimes happy when I can sleep, and I understand that people are safe.
I also see that you like to recycle. You don't like to buy you like to use stuff that's used, so it's also environmentally friendly.
Yeah. So I'm not like a person gonna throw everything out when it's used.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna remodel it. I'm gonna fix everything. I'm gonna use it again. I'm gonna provide it to my renters
And that's also a way of
who wants to,
saving money too.
Yeah.
Saving the
This is a
environment
good.
while saving money.
Yeah. Also, I provide them the printer. As you can see, this is a
Okay, yeah.
printer. So it's an old printer, but it still works because I think because the husband of that family who gonna rent this place. Because I already found the customers, by the way, for this place. They are waiting for me to finish the remodeling. So I gave them my used printer also because I think the husband is kind of lawyer or something. He needs to print something, and so I said, okay, I'm gonna provide you the used printer. So I don't need it, so maybe you're gonna need it. So everything is ready. So for them, they have only one kid. So for them to come here, they have all the furniture, all the refrigerator, microwave, washer and dryer, everything. And outside of the house, I'm building right now. I'm going to show you. So outside of the house, I'm building another 2-story house. But also a piece of land here in downtown Stavropol. As I can show you.
Okay, so this is downtown
this is
Stavropol. What time is it? There's 10 in the morning, 8 in the morning.
It's 9 in the morning right now.
Okay.
Look at this. So this is another house. As you can see, I'm using used wood, all the sometimes used material, but I'm gonna, make it nice and beautiful because I'm using these panels. So they're gonna, and look at this. It's a patio. It's a huge patio here. And first floor, we're gonna finish. We're gonna take this one ugly stuff and away, and we're gonna, make it nice and beautiful. So this is another 2-story, and this is my office. I built an office for myself. Look at this, my car. This is my car.
Yeah.
And this is another my car. So I have 2 cars.
Uh-huh.
And this is my house. It's my huge house. It's also old house, but I'm remodeling right now. This house, it's a very huge one. So look, this is downtown Stavropol.
Oh, nice.
It's a small city,
Someday I'll have to go visit.
And we have some kinds. Yeah. So this is my car. This is my stuff, and so I'm doing okay.
No, it's
trying all the things.
The important thing is that it's flowing. It's flowing. It's always.
Oh, it's my neighbor.
Oh.
Neighbor.
Hi.
Hey. It's a бабушка, neighbor. Сейчас. Да. Сейчас, одну секунду. So you can see that I'm gonna actually, this. You can see there's a lot of garbage and stuff. I'm gonna clean everything out. So here, so it's gonna be really clean and nice. I'm gonna put some kids playground here. So this is gonna be a 2-story house. It's a nice house. That place is gonna be a kitchen area. There's gonna be a bathroom and second floor, a patio.
So one thing that I'm getting out of this is also that you see a space that's a work in progress, but you see potential. You find the potential in rebuilding and remodeling and making it a place that people can live in. So there's also a vision there. You put some imagination into it.
Yeah. And also another example. So this apartment part of the house was very ugly. As you can see right now, this place looks beautiful right now. The ceiling, the walls and everything. But this place was looking really ugly when I bought it. So remember I showed you the house outside. On the first floor, it looks a little bit ugly.
Mm-hmm.
But trust me, we're going to make it beautiful and nice.
Yeah.
And that patio on the second floor, when I'm gonna rent it to the family or whatever, they're gonna say thank you very much for the patio, because on the summertime, the patio it's like your second office. It's like your second kitchen. It's like your place where you spend all the time. Because I remember in California when we have a patio, like a balcony, and during the summertime we spend all the time there. So we play with kids, we're doing barbecue, we're doing like meeting with friends and everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I built this similar thing that I saw in California.
Yeah. You have experience from what you're the work that you did in LA, now you're using it to build like a gated community kind of in Stavropol.
Yeah. But as you can see, I'm buying old houses, and I'm remodeling them, and I'm using my old furniture. I'm providing all this stuff.
That's a good business investment. Buying old and remodeling and then pushing up the price.
Yeah. So I'm not like that kind of person who gonna pollute the planet, gonna throw everything out. I was really sorry for my neighbors when they throw away all the furniture in California. Remember, Antonio, there was a lot of furniture in the street. People just throw them away. I don't know. Instead of fixing the furniture, they just throw away. They buy a new one. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's never ending story. Like you go into work to make your paycheck, and then you spend your paycheck to the new furniture, to the new TV, to new iPhone, and then they go again to work. You get in your loan from the bank. You end up paying high interest rates. You have your credit cards, and you
get caught in the cycle of being a consumer, and you're always buying new, which is what happens with technology. Also, like the new iPhone.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can just fix your old iPhone. I don't know.
So we spoke about business. We spoke about opportunities. We spoke about my experience. We spoke about how using the cash flow, the money, how I'm managing the money, how I'm managing my time. We spoke about all those things because managing time is also important.
It's part of the key. The key of
hold
success.
On one second. Hold on a second. My kid is here.
Oh.
Гермес, иди сюда. Yeah, look at my kid.
Hi.
Заходи, давай сюда. So I bought a hold on.
Yes.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh, that's Pluto. Pluto Disneyland.
Yeah, it's a wallpaper. Yeah. It's a wallpaper.
Yeah, I see Mickey
So
Mouse.
I'm gonna put this wallpaper here. So it's gonna be on the wall.
It's more.
And it's gonna be a nice
kid-friendly
decoration for my future customers. I mean, actually, for the family who are gonna move into this place. Заходи сюда.
Okay, Tim. So, do you have any last advice for our listeners? I think we had a great conversation. We've learned a lot. I've definitely learned a lot. I'm gonna see how I can make my business grow and use internet more. Find maybe those group meetings where you find other entrepreneurs and try to think of business ideas. I haven't thought of using that, but I think I will now. And I hope.
Meetup is a great is a great thing. Yeah. So my last advice for all people who are gonna watch this video is like first, numero uno is the family, of course. Yeah. Love your family, love your kids, love your mom, love your daddy. So I lost my dad, so I still love him, but he passed away. So this is the first advice. So love your family first. The money is not gonna be your priority. So don't make the money number one priority in your life. Otherwise, you're gonna be, running your life into the kind of, never-ending, way. Like it's not enough money at any time. When you get the $1 million, you're gonna get $2 million, and then you're gonna get $100 million, and then you want to be a billionaire. So it's never ending. Yeah. Your life is ending. Yeah. That makes sense. Your life is ending. Money is not ending. So there's a lot of money around. And the third advice is going to be work hard, try your best, don't quit the business, and use all the things that you have around. Like you're going to use your brothers, sisters, co-workers, friends, use everybody. I mean, not use, just, involve those people into your business project. Make them part of it. Make them part of it, and it's going to be successful, of course. And your first employees, as what happens to me, is going to be your brother, your sister, your mom, your daddy. It's not going to be employees actually, but it's gonna be your first
partnerships.
Yeah, your first partners actually. So this is the three simple advice, and then the other advice: save money, don't spend on luxury things, don't kill the business at the beginning, don't throw away the money, because the money is very important for your business. If you stop putting the money into the business is gonna die. The same with the car. If you don't put the gas in your car is gonna stop somewhere in the desert.
Yeah. Bad place to run out of gas.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Tim. It was an amazing conversation. I definitely learned a lot. I hope the listeners and the viewers of Nerdopolitan learned a lot. I hope that the followers that you have also follow me in Nerdopolitan. And do you have a webpage where people can follow you?
I'm not really using right now my social media, but I'm gonna send you a link of my Facebook account.
Okay.
People can connect me on the Facebook. Yeah. I'm not too much on Instagram and other things because I don't have too much time, scrolling, other people's life or whatever. So I'm using sometimes the social media as a communication tool to find my friends and stuff. So I'm gonna send you a link of my Facebook, and you can post my phone number, by the way, because I'm using virtual phone number. They can call me anytime, and I'm gonna help people to be happy and richer. When you're happy, you are rich, and when you're rich, maybe you are happy. Yeah. Sometimes rich people are not happy, but you have to work. You have to work hard to be happy. Yeah. That's why family is number one. Yeah, okay.
Amazing. Well, thank you again, Tim. Please hit the subscribe button, and what
is a thumbs
up. And we'll keep informing you. We'll keep having great interviews like this one. We'll definitely have Tim again. We'll talk about other stuff. But this was a great interview. Yeah. It definitely opens your perspectives if you want to start your own business. You don't have to, you don't know where to look. You need to look for ideas. This is a great inspiration. So thank you so much, Tim.
No problem. And one more thing, Antonio. Yeah. One more thing. I'm gonna say hello again, and I'm gonna say thank you very much again to all people in America. Me as a Russian, I'm gonna say thank you very much, guys, for giving me an opportunity to work hard in California. To build my business there, to bring more tourists there. As I told you, I bring a lot of like 100,000 tourists to California, making California more richer and stuff. So I would like to say thank you very much to everybody who helped me at that time. And just in general, I want to say thank you to the country. So,
that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up again.